5127 Pelican, 5127 Pelican Street.
Hey, James Mack, LSV Tech 24. We got family thing going on over there. I'm not going to film it. He's probably telling them information right now. How you doing, Genty? I submitted stringer footage already. This whole street here was lined with vehicles, with ambulance, fire, police, you name it. They were all here. Fire left, ambulance left. No, it wasn't an officer, it was at an address. No, police were not here to shoot him either. A little eyes on corruption. How you doing, real sober citizens? This started as a gunshot wound, and it might have turned into a homicide. There is no danger to the public, they say. Other than that, it's already limited information. It's a female victim. That much I do know. And the brother is over there in that group that the police are talking to. Switch this live chat. Alright, what just happened? There we go. I hit it twice. That was weird. So we're in Adams County, we're in Commerce City, we're on Claremont Street. New mods, because late at night I don't always have. Look at all that tape. They had it close up to begin with. Now they've expanded it. Eric string. Why? I think there's Eric string. I gotta move forward. That car heat is bothersome. I made a few more mods, Gen T. I made the Real Sovereign Citizens a mod. And who else did I make a mod? I made 2 mods today while I was watching another video. Please what? Oh, not drama. Oh, okay. Yeah, funny.
611 small and then 2 911 hangups, one of which is from next door.
They immediately had to scramble to get this tape up across the street over there. I heard it over the radio. He didn't want me past a specific point, which is where it's at right now, I believe.
Oh yeah. One thing, clear one.
Was that the Goodyear blimp, or the man that sits at the donut factory? Hey, Lucinator 69, how you doing? The officer's over there talking with family. I don't know if he has a statement for media. Got more people walking up through to get to this side for family. There's a lot of people off to my right, a whole lot. Two women shot. put out a stringer for this one, by the way, which is funny because I already submitted it. It's definitely a lot of people out here. Jeez. Looks like the whole damn neighborhood's out here. Alright, the stringer information that got put out.
But the residents can leave up near the house. Do you want them all to come back towards me, or can you go back towards the house? They're all going to be coming towards you.
So that's this call right here, guys. They just put out the stringer and I just checked it and it's got exactly 2 hours left, which means they just put it out. And I already have footage up before I even started the stream. So I have footage up 15 minutes ago. So it's 15 minutes faster than Stringer put it out. Yeah, it is actually cheaper to buy it from us. So, by the way, the cop car that's right next to me, he turned off the lights for so that it wouldn't interfere with my filming as much, so it didn't have so many flashing lights there. So, a little bit more information is 2 people were shot here, not 1. Guys, you're gonna have more visitors. It's out on the Stringer now. You're gonna have more photographers here. Pervs? Which pervs? I haven't been reading for a little bit. Yeah, I don't think they are. I'm going to turn the camera the other way for a moment.
Oh, you guys one's parked over there? Oh, okay. I'll walk. Sidewalk.
So we're going to get more stringer guys coming up. They got tape up behind me, by the way. So I'm actually inside of the area of it being taped off because they put up tape after. So I'll probably get pushed back.
Charles Lincoln William, 693. Charles Lincoln William, 693.
So I don't know that I want to stick around here anyway.
Okay.
There's going to be a lot of standing around waiting for this one. And a coroner. I don't even want to catch that. Because I do believe that they didn't survive. And my stomach's acting up. Saying, go find a bathroom. So, anyways, they got tape up clear down here. Which they probably wanted me outside of the tape here. And didn't push me back. Oops, they kind of forgot that I was there. You know what I mean? So look, it's another stringer. Closed in. Actually, they never even asked me to leave. They said I could stand right up there. That's what they told me. Except my stomach's acting up, so I gotta leave anyway. Alright, so this is their other tape off section up here. So they're gonna be here for hours. I don't want to be, at least not tonight. So it's going to be a short one tonight, guys. I can always come back to the scene too, but I'm going to go off and find a restroom somewhere. But I already got the footage uploaded 15 minutes before they even had it. This poor guy here, he gets to record from back there. So, oh, there's his computer open.
North side of Ida.
So, they don't have this side street closed, but they got cars clear over here. Let me break down my stand. I knew on my way over here that my stomach was gonna say, you ain't gonna stick around long. So that's the way it goes sometimes. Big old thing of lasagna earlier doesn't settle my stomach.
Yeah, I'm actually going to put it one.
So it's funny that this other media can't get any closer now, and I was right up on it before they had that other one up. So I'm betting they'll buy my footage. It's got more emergency vehicles.
Female answered the phone. If I think there's a male laying in the middle of the ground near the Grizzly Rose. Unknown is conscious or breathing. Okay, next two in Washington.
Let me get out of the way of these guys.
Okay, for coming. 2231.
We're gonna have more media showing up. There's it's out on a stringer.
Henry Edward, Ocean, David Ocean, Robert Edward, David 061758.
All right, guys. I'll clear the scene. Thank you guys for joining in. I know it was a short one. If they don't sell my footage, I'll upload my original footage up to my page so that you guys can see the original footage. So my immediate concern is finding a bathroom. If you guys want, give me a there should be a bathroom right over there at that 7-Eleven. I think there's a 7-Eleven right there. But if you guys want me to come back after, just say so and I'll come back after I go take care of that. Give me a vote. Give me a 1 if you want me to come back to it. Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine. Just got to use the bathroom once and I can come back. You do? You want to sit out here with me? I can do that. Hey. Alright, I'll do that then. Matter of fact, I can stay live. I don't know if I want to stay live. Going in to do that. I know, I mean, I can leave it out here in the vehicle. But, I think I'll end the stream. I got plenty of notifications. I just use a scanner app for my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. And then I'll come back. Because this scene's going to be here for hours, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to do that Tampa Cop Watch. I'm going to end the stream and go find it. Just stay live, Blue Betty. Really? Oh, I'm not gonna keep it going while I go find the bathroom and then come back. So, you really want me to keep that going? Get me a Slurpee. A DV? What's a DV? What's a DV? Oh, domestic violence. Oh, I should have known that. Actually, I'm not sure. It didn't say. And, it didn't say over the radio if it was a domestic violence or not. So, that's really hard to say. It's kind of silly if I leave you guys running and have to go into the bathroom in the place there, you know.
First car is going to be out of Denver. Let's do clear correct 2005 Hyundai access.
I can leave it running. I don't care. If you guys don't care, I'll leave it running. So we're over here off of highway. What is this highway? Highway 2, I believe. No, that's highway 6, actually. Left. Alright. Hopefully, that's not going to be an issue. If I got to go find a different one, I'm not going to be happy, but I can leave you guys running. That's not an issue. So, we're off of 69th and That's Highway 6, which is basically runs into Highway 76. So that isn't Highway 2. See, that's 6. So, but I was sitting in a parking lot down in unincorporated Adams County listening to the scanner because I knew a call would come sooner or later, worth going to. And sure enough, boom. So I was already down close to the area. I just had to jump on the highway and jump across. And I was here in less than 10 minutes. Had the footage uploaded. 15 minutes later, the stringer comes out. So we can go hang out there for a good long time after I get done here. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Let me give you a view. Try to get you a view here. That's tough to do. I know what I'll do. Hang on. Let me put you up on the dash one here. How about that? There we go. Change you over to that one won't work. Dang it. That one I'm not out here. Alright, guys. Let's hang out for a few minutes. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. How many did you lose? We lost a few, huh? Alright. Hopefully I won't have to come back. We shall see. Somebody just texted me, I need to check it here. Alright, back over we go.
7855 Vallejo Street, 755 Vallejo Street. Are you getting things thrown at her? She might have been.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. I shall park down here again. Destination? We were already at it before. Terrafastify. We were here to begin with, but I had to leave the scene. But now we're back. So we got things under control, okay? Alright, those who don't know, this scene that we're gonna go back onto here is a shooting scene. 2 females were shot on this scene, and the ambulance did not leave here with people in it, so I believe they would consider this a homicide scene now. So we're going back onto the scene. And we're gonna hang out here, guys. We can do that, right? I know I'm not gonna get as close as I was earlier though, because I walked out of there. But that's the way it goes. I was in a front row seat to begin with. They would have pushed me out sooner or later. You know what I mean? So I think that's a stringer guy that's right there at the tape. We shall find out when I get up here. Right? So We still have 4 cop cars here. We'll probably have 2 at the same spot down there. I think it's the same guy. Yeah, it's the same guy that was there earlier. So it looks like they might have moved a... No, they didn't move another vehicle in.
We meet again.
Yeah. Where were you from anyway?
Where was I from?
Yeah. You just doing stringers or you with somebody else?
No, I've got my own website.
Your own website. Yeah.
Blog, basically.
Hmm?
A blog, basically.
Oh, that's right.
You can go from one.
Yes.
Are you 99 in the Mountain Newsnet? Is that you or are you not somebody else?
Yeah. I got here so early that they didn't have this tape up. I was all the way down there.
Yeah, I saw you walking out.
So that was when all the family was there, and they were talking to the family people.
Yeah, that's
I didn't even go over there to listen to it. It's like I didn't even bother the family.
yeah, that's good.
So they were grieving. So I already know this turned into a homicide.
Yeah,
Because I was here when the fire truck was still here, the ambulance was still here. The ambulance left without anybody in it. So, and people were grieving on the side there. So I don't know what the age of the victims were, but I would say 20s or 30s, at least somewhere in there. But I heard it over the scanner to begin with, and I was listening for calls. And I was sitting over there on Pecos and 72nd.
Oh, you're up north to start with, yeah.
Well, I'm up from Brighton area, but I came down here to listen to the scanner and wait for a call.
Oh, there was a call.
And sure enough,
Big call.
oh yeah. So
So how many viewers do you have on your channel?
viewers right now,
In general, you do pretty well.
right now we have 63 watching.
That's good.
But I uploaded my stuff to the stringer when I first got here. When I walked in and took footage as I was walking in, got all the way down to the tape down there, and uploaded the footage. Then they put out the stringer like 15 minutes later. I'm like, hey guys, I already uploaded it to you.
Yeah, you already did it. Already covered the bases.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good seeing you.
There's going to be more stringer guys here though, because it was a 2-hour one for it.
A 2-hour what?
2-hour stringer on it. They put 2 hours time limit on it.
Oh.
This one's only a $35 one on this one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't use it, but I've heard of that. So
That's the stringer guy right there. So the report of 2 women shot at 6711 Claremont, and due in 1 hour and 55 minutes. So before it even came out, I already had my footage uploaded for this scene.
That's as fast as it gets.
Yeah, before they asked for it. So can't get it any faster unless you're there on the spot.
I would agree. You were on the spot.
So I was definitely close enough to be here within 10 minutes and here when the rest of the people to... Oh, this is another media guy, guys. I forgot what your name was though, I'm sorry. Shane?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Good luck.
So that was the other media guy that we saw when we came out of the scene earlier. So it had me on pause. Oh, yeah, no, Genty, that's all right. I came back to the scene. So we're going to be out here for hours, guys. You know how it goes. I love hanging out on these scenes with me.
They like it, remember?
Yeah, these guys do. Yep. So we'll get to see it all, more than likely. Well, now they got to push back far enough that when the coroner comes in and takes the bodies out, we won't see them, which is good too. So I don't want the footage of that. So some people like that, but I don't. I don't think it's good for footage myself. Besides, YouTube itself would probably object to it. You know, well, they'd be in bags, but it's still. The last body scene that I did, Sloan's Lake, it caught on the corner of my camera, it caught them real quickly sliding the body that was in a bag into the back of the wagon. and they demonetized the video because of it. And it just caught just the edge of it. So yeah, so they don't like monetizing death, I guess, which I don't blame them. So I stay away from that kind of footage. But he's sending my footage to the client. I'm sure he's going to like the footage. I do some fair footage when I go in. I'd show it to you, but it's on this one. It's on this one instead of this one for the footage, so I can't show it to you when I'm streaming. But yeah, fire truck, rescue units, and a bunch more police were just clogging this whole street up.
Yeah, they were pretty thick when I got here.
Yeah. Yeah. Then I hear over the radio, media's here, push them back. I'm like, I heard that. He's like, oh, that's what the boss said, yep. And they wanted it back to the last patrol car, which was clear back here, apparently not there where I was at. And the guys up there said, oh, you can stand right here, right over here if you want, right next to the thing. I'm like, oh, I'm fine over here. Yeah. Because that's where the family was at the time.
Right, understandable.
So I didn't want to interrupt them, especially the brother was there. And he was actually trying to get through that tape to go in. And 2 cops had to stop him. So it's like, you can't go in. He was upset about it. So, but I avoided putting them on camera too. So it's like, I don't need to put grieving people on there.
Right.
So the crime scene itself is enough for people to see.
It's true. Well, you got some followers. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, yeah. They like hanging out with me. I've done quite a few long streams. Last night was long, 5.5 hour stream.
How'd that stand up?
The SWAT
Stand up.
at 6th and Wadsworth, 8th and Wadsworth. Actually, there was nobody barricaded there.
That's what I heard.
So turned out to be there was nobody there, and then there were shots fired. I was standing out there
That's what I
at
saw.
8th and Wadsworth, and the shots were fired, and we thought it was firecrackers at first. Apparently somebody called it in as the gunshots. And then the SWAT guys were all right there, so they're all hustling to get going up the road to that. And that was kind of funny because the couple of them had jumped on the back of their rescue vehicle, which I don't think's rescued anybody yet. And the guy guns it to go up the road, and stuff's falling out of the back of the truck. Yeah, right into the street. So that was kind of funny. That is the stringer guy, or news guy, one of the two. Oh, it just popped up. Oh, I don't know what that one was chirping about. These people are wondering what's up. She's in her bathrobe, it looks like. All the lights out there. Yep, media. Here comes more cameras. So, I don't know which news station this one is, but I'll bet you it's Fox 31 if anything. I should probably tell these people what's going on. Right? These people off to the side. Let me untangle my battery thing so I can set it down for a minute. Because it's getting to be a pain in the butt when I can't set it down on the ground. I have to put it in my pocket. There we go. That's better. I can sit on the ground for the battery. Set that on the on the stand. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to talk to these people on the side.
Yeah, it was on the same. You can make up for the cocaine.
Yeah. Anything tested still fresh.
Okay, guys, I'm back. So, these guys that are standing over here on the left, the lady's in her bathrobe and the guy's dressed. They're all wondering what was going on because they lived in the cul-de-sac right on the corner here, and they kept having cop cars going through their cul-de-sac there. Yeah, real sober citizens, no problem. By the way, by the time I got there, it was over with. So I didn't get to film anything down there. I got there, it was like 20 after 8, and I believe it ended at 8. I was thinking that it would be a good idea to capture some faces on recording and compare them to the sex offender list, you know, for that thing. But, well, maybe next time we'll get to do that. But we had half the neighborhood down there earlier. Oh yeah, I was on my way down, Real Sobered Citizens. Pike said he was on his way down there too. But Pikes hasn't texted me back since then, since I told him I was on my way down.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna want to get through, I think. Maybe. Looks like. I'm guessing he's gonna want to get through over here. Maybe not. He's just gonna block the street there. So there's a good chance that this stringer sold before it was even a stringer. Doing cop watch for Area 51 event, that's too far for me. We have Bell for Freedom in. Oh, I put Bell for Freedom as a... Oh, I didn't. I thought I did. Bell, I thought I made you a mod. Dougie Fresh, this is, well, let me show you what this scene is again, so that you guys know what this scene is. 6711 Claremont Street. Two females shot. So, that's what the stringer says. And I was on the scene before I knew it was even two females. I only heard, I thought, one on the scanner. And I was here before they roped all this stuff off. So I got some decent footage from earlier, from the beginning of the stream. And good footage for the stringer. He just had to turn his lights back on though. He had them off. He actually turned them off for me, by the way, so that it wouldn't interfere with my recording. We got more people approaching, which is probably somebody for a stringer. Or that somebody lives down here. Well, he's just going to the house behind me here. Alright, we're at 95% battery. We've almost been streaming an hour. I'd say the battery's holding up good. Holy smoke. I think the guy hit the accelerator a little bit there when he got back in. Thank God it wasn't in gear. Pointing right at me. This is not Johnny's Crab Shack. Really? Are you sure? Suspicious vehicle. Didn't quite hear it. I had it turned down a little bit. So you ain't gonna be able to see much, but I'll let you see down there a little bit further. I can go to the other side if you want a better view of the house. But the flashing lights are going to interfere anyway. I could go. Okay. We'll see you at the next one, I'm sure.
Yeah, be safe.
That guy's got a good memory. He remembered my my channel name. I'm kind of crappy with names for people for the first few times. So
was that apartment number 4? If you're still online with the RP, they've got nothing but Northwood.
do I see what officers are over here standing around?
I think
There was a couple officers over here when I came out. So let's see if they're still over here. Yeah, they are. They're still here. Still standing here. All right, how you doing? Huh? I didn't know he was here.
Yeah, he's here, but I guess he's just gathering information.
Right.
So, but a lot of the other ones, I guess, decided to wait for the social media thing, which, I mean, that's obviously up to all you guys, but just letting you know.
Well, they didn't send any other crews out, any of the other news crews. They just sent a stringer out.
Oh.
So most of them are going to call in to get the information in.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah.
I'm super unfamiliar with the whole process.
With what?
With, like, the whole process.
Oh, well, when they can't send a crew out, they'll put it out on a stringer to get somebody else to record it for them, then pay them for it.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll call the public information officer and get the details so they can do their complete the news story.
Mixed with your footage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just the video guys.
That's kind of
So
cool.
we go in. They don't care about what they hear on it because they just mute it anyway.
Oh, okay.
And then they're talking over it.
Over it.
Yeah, they're talking over it, explaining what's going on.
Okay.
So that's how they do that.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah, it is. So
Do you get a lot of your videos on?
yeah,
That's awesome.
I do.
How long have you been doing it for?
Not that long actually, just for a few months now. So, but I was on the scene and had the footage uploaded 15 minutes before they even put it out on the stringer.
Nice.
So then I had to text them and tell them, hey, my footage for this scene's already up. It's been up for 15 minutes.
Wow.
So because they put it out on the stringer to everybody else, and it's like a 2-hour stringer, and it's like I don't know why you even bothered. It's like when I came in, I was all the way up there.
Yeah.
I had footage coming in as I went in. I was taking footage as I was coming in. For every bit, take a little bit of footage, coming closer and closer, and then I was down there at that tape that they had set up down there, and the officer down there was like, oh, you can stand right here if you want. Here, I'll turn off my lights so it's not interfering with your filming. And I was like, and then I turned around and I see the tape up back here, and it's like, It's like, I wonder if that's what they were saying about the media pushing them back that far.
That probably makes sense.
But yeah, especially this. I know I didn't see the ambulance leaving with anybody in it, so the coroner will show up and they don't want that on camera. So
Yeah.
I don't put it on camera anyway. So, but
What did you do before this? It's like,
well, before Stringers,
yeah. Like, have you been in the field for a long time, or you just kind of came on?
Well, First Amendment audits type thing, protesting type thing,
Okay.
activism type stuff.
That's cool.
So, I know you've heard of Eric Brandt.
I've heard of him. I've never really met him, but
Yeah, well, everybody's heard of him,
Yeah.
especially officers.
yeah, I wouldn't know him if he was standing in front of me, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh, you'd know him. He'd be saying, fuck the
He would
police.
say who he was and all that.
No, he doesn't need to say that. He'd say, fuck the police.
Is that how he
Right to your
does?
face.
Yeah.
Just to see how you react. So,
Public speech, whatever.
exactly. So, but you'd know it was him. I guarantee it.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Right now we're live streaming and not recording. So,
Oh, okay. How you doing?
so we got 72 people watching with us tonight.
Wow.
Good.
Looks like a detective has come on the scene. So the detective's gonna go in there. Crime scene came from the other side, right? The crime scene investigators. Yeah. I'm sure you've seen some of my footage on the news, though.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Just wouldn't know. Wouldn't have known.
Yeah. They don't attribute the names to them a lot of the times for the stringer ones.
Does it pay pretty well? You don't have to do like exact numbers and everything.
This one they assigned $35 to it, is all.
Okay.
But it's anywhere between 35 and 55 from what I've seen so far. So one weekend I made 150 for 3 scenes that I shot were sold.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was just one weekend.
Yeah. Just
But-
kind of coming out to the
Yeah, just hitting the scenes and recording them and uploading them.
nice.
You got to say fuck the police right to his face. Oh, yeah, he doesn't care actually. Yeah, I think he understands it.
Well, yeah, he must. He must know exactly the boundaries.
No, I'm talking about you understand it.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, he knows the boundaries of it, but he finds the tyrant police real quick that way.
Oh,
The ones that don't agree with that and do some retaliation because of it.
yeah.
So we see that a lot.
Yeah, I can see it. I can imagine that. You gotta be real careful with all and just make sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, he's been arrested. What was it? 90. Well, over 100 times, but
Oh,
98 times I think just for his "fuck the cops" flag.
really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So when you carry around a sign that says "fuck the cops," fuck the police, and cop sees it, comes up to you, and disorderly instant type thing, and boom, 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 things happen.
Quick,
Yeah. Take it to court, gets dismissed, and there you go. 98 flag, over 100 on others. Yeah, that's true, Genty. So he's currently got a bunch of cases he's still got to go through court on. So they did that up in Netherlands. He wasn't even yelling or screaming or anything, and the police report said that he was yelling and screaming coming into the shopping center there, where the police station was. So he was allowed to be there, and some lady lied and lied and lied because she didn't want him there. She didn't agree with his free speech. So the report said, one thing. The video said an entirely different thing.
'Cause they probably
So,
went off of the eyewitness or whatever.
oh no, the police were out there pretty quick.
They were there quick.
They were there pretty quick, but they were like, there was people standing there and they're saying, well, I'll be a witness or whatever, and it was just unbelievable, let's put it this way. And the whole thing was on video. And,
Is that who you work for?
hmm?
Is that who you work for?
What do you mean?
Or with?
Did I work?
Eric Brandt?
Why don't work with him? I'm a friend of his.
Okay.
So, I know the man. I go to places with him at times, so, but I do a lot of this myself, the news, actual news and stuff like this. So,
That's cool.
yeah. I don't do a lot of yelling and screaming like he does. I don't feel the need to.
Well, that's much appreciated.
Yeah. So,
Makes it less stressful, more of a family environment,
yeah. So he's more into the protesting part of it. So,
Let's just
which
say,
is very understandable because there's a lot of corruption and tyranny that is out there, and we see it daily.
would you say if an officer approached him in a civil manner and wanted to carry on a conversation with him, do it, or would he just be like, F the police?
No, he would have a conversation with them. Oh yeah, he has conversations with a lot of them a lot of the time.
Okay.
But if there's an officer that he doesn't know, he doesn't always direct.
He'll just like test the waters first, maybe.
Oh yeah. So he'll see what their reactions are and whatnot, and because that'll get them going if they're a tyrant
Like,
type,
yeah.
where they got to have the control, where they don't like what he's saying. You can tell right away.
Really?
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell right away just by their attitudes of how they react to him. So like your reaction, with you speaking with me, he'd be like, "Oh, I can talk with this guy. He understands things."
Oh, that's nice. That's
So
good to know.
he wouldn't be in your face.
Yeah, if I ever ran across him, that's good to know.
But most of the time, you'll get officers that don't know the law, and start giving them directives or something like that. One of my favorite videos of his involved the HR building, the old one here.
Oh yeah, I actually saw that one.
That video.
So he was one of those guys then, probably the main guy, I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, he wasn't the one that ran.
Oh no, yeah, I know
but-
which one you're talking about though.
Yeah, where the cop chased him
Yeah,
and
yeah,
tried
yeah.
tasering him
Yeah, I saw that.
for being on public property, and the cop didn't know the clue. Have a clue that that was public property, because it was a government office there.
How many years has that been now? Do you know?
And that's been several years now, 2-3 years.
Wow.
So that's one of my favorite videos, though.
I wasn't even
is
here back then.
that cop almost falling onto his face trying to chase that guy, and then trying to taser him, and he had that flag behind him, and the flag kept the taser, except he did get one of the darts in the arm.
What happened?
He
The
got
flag,
one.
like, blocked it?
Yeah, he got one taser into the arm that had to be surgically removed.
Oh yeah, they usually.
Yeah, they didn't come out.
Yeah. Oh, you mean not just the normal? They had to actually cut it out.
Yeah, they had to be surgically removed.
Wow.
They paid him over $100,000 for that, by the way, for doing that to him.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, the sergeant that stopped him was the decent one. He's like, "What are you doing? Stop, stop. That man's under arrest. What's he under arrest for? Trespassing. That's public property." It's like, so what's he under arrest for? Failure to identify. But why are you identifying him? Because he was trespassing. It's like, settle down. He's not trespassing. That's public property. So that was one of the great videos that I do like. That sergeant actually stopped his officer from doing that. But it's a shame that the officer went to go on to kill somebody with a taser later on.
Really?
Yes. I mean, this is more than... Actually, that one video had to have been more than 3 years ago. That officer was Officer Dickey.
Oh, okay.
And he went on to use a taser and kill somebody else while on the job. And
I think I've heard his name, but he's probably been gone for a while, huh?
yeah, I believe he's no longer an officer.
Yeah.
So he was the one of those that Eric knew was not a good officer. So there's bad officers in different places.
Yeah. I feel like there's good and bad pretty much everywhere, no matter what field you're in.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's worse in your field though,
Yeah.
because when there's a bad officer and you got a good officer and the bad officer does something, you have to work with that person. So as a good officer, you're supposed to turn them in, but you ain't gonna have a job for that long if you do, more than likely. So it just depends on the rest of the police force and everything. But yeah, it's really troublesome because an officer of the law is in power, and
Yeah.
most of them don't even know the law.
Yeah. Well,
Do not.
sometimes you run into different situations. Like, say you're not going to know what to do in every single one, but
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, you got a good general understanding, or you should,
Yeah.
kind of work through things.
Well, how much time do you spend at the law library?
No,
None?
at the law library.
Well, studying law.
All the time. Yeah.
Studying law.
Yeah, mostly for me, it's mostly just CRS, and it's nightly.
Hmm?
Because nightly.
Nightly?
When I work, so when we come across cases and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Looking for different charges, there's always key elements, in every charge that you're looking for.
Right.
And keywords, and you have to make sure that.
Well, you have to go by the intent of the law,
So-
the letter of the law,
so
more or
every
less, but
time-
the intent too.
Every time, even if.
I copy it. Do you know how you can possibly just left? We're trying to get a description.
So how much is that attributed on your training then? They're listening to the radio, I
Yeah,
think.
sorry. It's just,
I'll hear it in a few seconds.
okay.
Well, a minute or so, probably. It's a delay of about 2 minutes, I think. But you didn't reply, so I won't hear that. So, like, people's training records and whatnot show that how much time they spend on the range and how much time they spend researching laws and, training on the laws. Is that the one you listen to? 70s and Pecos? No, that's clear on the other side. Never mind. Probably on a channel I don't hear. That might have been the one. Something about a gun. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Gen T. Am I right now on the stream?
I'm not sure. Like right on the screen.
Well, I'm asking these guys on the
Oh.
this if the stream's all right. Okay for now. Okay. But how on your records does it reflect all that for how much training you do for the law as compared to the gun range?
Oh, it should. Yeah.
It should, even nightly,
Oh no.
or that's just
No,
on the
just-
job that you
that's-
go through it.
Yeah, that's something I do. Choose to do on my own.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So, which CRS do you study? The 18s and the 38s and the
And 42.
42s? So, are you familiar?
Criminal traffic.
Are you familiar with the laws on recording? You guys? What do you know about them? Oh, call coming back in. Yeah.
I'm trying to see.
Nope, she's answering on the radio over there. We'll be able to hear it in a bit if we're paying attention.
Route to cover a party with a gun at the gas station or 7 and right.
Party with a gun somewhere. couldn't get out the thing in time. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, not too bad.
So they're with the, from the area, everything's obviously make sure everything's good, wrapped in here. I was just saying, depending on what they got here, I may clear from here.
So how much time do you actually spend at the gun range then?
I mean, hours, and like, what period of time would you talk about?
Per week?
For a week?
Yeah, per week.
I don't usually go weekly.
You don't go weekly? Okay.
We do a lot of other things, drills, dry fire drills, and things like that help with weapons proficiency.
Yeah. Training for different situations and whatnot. Yeah.
But yeah, even with the gun owners, if you look up dry fire drills,
Right.
there's different things you can do without actually shooting.
Right.
Fire
Oh yeah.
ammo. So a lot of that is done as well. Not I can tell you how many hours, but several.
Yeah. Well, it's good to hear that you guys do a lot of studying for the law stuff. But I was trying to ask you earlier, it's like, you familiar with the laws on recording you guys?
Yeah, basically as long as you guys don't interfere, you're good to go.
Do you know which statute that is?
No.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
You've never looked it up?
No.
So as long as we don't interfere, but let's say we record something that you don't like.
I don't care. I
You,
mean,
you don't care, but do you know the law on it is the question.
I don't know. No, I don't know exactly what it is.
Okay, we were talking about this one last night down at the SWAT scene on 8th and Wadsworth with some officers down there.
What did he say about it?
Well, I didn't remember the exact CRS for it, and I had to look it up again, but I knew what it was because I'd seen the actual House bill that was introduced in 2015. And from there it was passed, and it was 16-3-311.
6311?
Yeah, that's that one. That for one you can look up on that one.
Yeah, I will. Matter of fact, I'll do it tonight.
Yeah,
I'll write it down. That's good. It's good,
yeah. So it covers more than the non-interference thing, but of course that's been debatable for a long time about the interference thing
Part of
because
it, yeah.
what kind of distance you can have from a police officer and things like that for to be interference and whatnot.
Right.
So, but it was Glick versus Knife that established that 10 feet was reasonable distance for a person recording to be away from an officer. So that came through the Supreme Court for that.
Nice.
What?
Are they saying stuff on there?
Yeah. I don't know what they're confused about there. They're saying 211 burglary. I'm like, huh? I'm giving the statute for the recording guys. The 16-3-311. It's a statute on it. Colorado State statute to protect us media, basically. Besides the First Amendment, that is. So, like the California has the Bain Act, we have this statute in place here. So it'd be nice if everywhere there was a statute establishing that, so that the auditors out there would stop getting arrested for recording the police. There was one auditor that was told that it was illegal by the officer, and the officer had taken his phone away from him and stopped the recording. And the nice thing is he had a body cam on, and so they requested the body cam footage, and of course that officer is no longer on the force.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Your
it
truck?
is.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
there's
just
people,
lady.
there's people walking, talking over there. So, but yeah, the guy that was recording was probably farther distance than what the cars are down there recording the police.
Wow.
That distance, and this cop got in his car, drove to him, got out, and said, you know, you have to stop recording. It's illegal to record the police.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was in I think Missouri at the time. I believe it was. So yeah, it was interesting because then he's saying, oh, there was a red light, and you know, it's like if you look on these cameras, there is no lights unless you turn them on. You know, like, you know, you can turn on a light, but it's not a red light. It's a, you know, white light that you're trying to illuminate something there. But he was saying, oh, I saw a red light, and you could have a laser, and we have to worry about it. You could have a rifle, and it's like the distance that he was recording from being farther distance in those vehicles, the whole stop was ridiculous when it happened. So, but that officer is no longer an officer.
And that was in California?
Missouri, I believe. Missouri. So that department is being sued because of that behavior from that officer.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You're familiar with a 1983 lawsuit for rights violations, I assume? A federal lawsuit?
I've heard of it. I haven't studied it. Like, I don't study a lot of historical stuff. I don't get into a lot of that historical.
That's
law.
not a historical law. That's law that's used every day. You see the 1983 lawsuits all the time for rights violations because that's what covers people's rights. You know, your First Amendment rights. You know, all your rights basically,
Mhm. Good night.
and you have more rights than, you know, what's listed too. You know, the Ninth Amendment. You know what that one is?
I know what most of them are, but I don't want to get into that talk on, you know, on the video.
Why not?
No, because that's not what I'm here to do right now.
Oh,
We can
okay.
still talk, I mean, and everything. I just don't want to get into all.
This is what an officer asked me. An officer from Arvada asked me. He says, "Do you know what the Ninth Amendment is?" And I was like, at the time I didn't know. And I told him that. It's like, I'm not familiar with that one. And he says, look it up. And this was a detective, by the way, that you know, I was talking to. You know, that I had met on a previous scene. And I didn't know what the Ninth Amendment was. So I looked it up. And one of the things that it states is that not only does it not matter which number the amendment has for importance, whether it's your 14th Amendment or your Fifth Amendment or the First. Yeah, that part doesn't matter at all. It also states that doesn't limit what your rights are. You know, in all of those rights that are listed down there, that doesn't say that's all the rights that you get. It means that there is more rights that, you know, that you do have that you're just not on there, basically. So it is. You learn all kinds of things talking with officers. So that one was a pretty smart one. So he made me look it up. He's making me learn some of the amendments and laws and stuff. So
That's good though.
but yeah, it helps that you know them. But it's kind of weird that you got to be a lawyer as well as an officer for half of this stuff because, you know, some of the laws are complicated,
Yeah, I agree.
very complicated, especially when they're not used properly.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of gray area a lot of times.
Oh yes, that's the part where it causes problems, and
Yeah.
then they'd like, well, we're just going to charge you with this and let the court settle it.
I've heard that before.
You know, yeah. So you have to go to court over it. So you've been arrested for it, and there's a few things like happening right now, like down in Denver. There's a statute they're trying to enforce on their buildings, saying that you have to wear shoes, you have to wear a shirt, you have to be dressed properly, and all this other stuff. It's like, well, what if you're homeless? So you're discriminating against a group of people. You just violated the Sixth Amendment rights.
Well, didn't that law pass in Denver or not, either passed or didn't pass, but basically where, you can't have like tents anymore in the
And
parks and all that.
yeah.
the
Oh,
no
they
camping.
they've had the urban camping ban for a long time now. I think it was 2012 that they put in the
Yeah.
urban camping ban.
I remember
But they
seeing
did
that
the initiative 300 over the last vote period that they did recently, and it failed because people that didn't want it, the urban camping ban
Right.
gone, were putting out ads that were basically telling people, well, if you pass this, you're going to have people camping on your doorstep, which is illegal
Oh,
even
right.
then.
Yeah.
But that's what they were
That's how they
saying.
sold it to people.
Yeah, that's how they sold it to the public. And that's why they didn't pass that initiative and get rid of the urban camping ban, is because of them scaring everybody into thinking, oh my God, there's going to be people camping on my front doorstep, and there's nothing I can do. So apparently they're not current on all the activities in the state and the cities around here. No, they're not clearing up. They are not clearing up. They're just minimizing how many officers are on this scene. And the crime scene guys are down there doing their stuff right now. And you guys know how this goes. They only need one car on each end, pretty much, usually. Are you opening it up?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Well, I'm Officer Mestis. It was nice to meet you. Good
Yeah,
speaking
nice to
with
meet
you.
you.
Okay. What's
Yep.
your name, sir?
I go
You
by
don't have
Ghost
to tell me
Rider.
or whatever.
I go by
Rider?
Ghost Rider on
Alright.
YouTube.
Take care, sir.
Yep. So they've already done their whole deal down there then.
Nope.
Well, I think there's going to be another barrier. I was told by my sergeant
Uh-huh.
that this one was here was mostly they were being overrun by family at first and
Oh yeah, I
friends and
know.
everything.
Well,
so,
they were already down
'cause
there.
you were
I was,
already
I
here,
was
right?
down
Yeah.
there too.
So I guess
During that.
that's why they put this one up. So now we're breaking this one down.
Well, actually, the call was for the media. I heard it on the
Oh,
radio.
really?
Yeah, media's here, pushing back to the last patrol car.
Oh yeah, you said that earlier.
Yeah, it was plain as day on the radio, and I was standing, I was like, came over my
Still
radio,
go past the second caution.
the one I was down at earlier.
All
Yeah.
right, Ghost Rider. Well, you have a good night. Okay.
Okay, you guys have a good one. Be safe. All right, guys, we're gonna go down there since they opening it up some more, back to where it was. So down here, get the Bond's number. Why do you need a date? Cheerios, Akbar. Did you need a date with her? So now we come back down here. Oops, keep kicking my stand. Sorry about that. I'll hold you clear out here. How's that? So the second barrier is still up down here, I assume. Yeah, it's still up here. So we can come back down and this should be the crime scene. Oh, we got a cat in the crime scene, by the way, just so you know. We got officer over there now. Out on the porch. And this is the house we were at earlier, and this is close to the same spot that I was when I first came up. What was that? In Bond and Ghost Rider. Oh, okay. There's nothing to get hurt by up here, guys. We're fine. So we're back up to the original tape. And sure is dark without all the vehicles up here now. Without them all lit up and everything. But we got the one right here that was lit up earlier. And lights are all out on all these vehicles. So there's not going to be much to see now. Because it's dark. Camera tape. Well, he said it was for the family too. Hang on a second, let me get rid of some of them notices. Alright. There we go. See what my battery's at. We're at 91%, so we're good. We're good there. Let me check my hotspot, which is getting my pocket pretty damn hot. We're down 1/3 on the hotspot, so we're still good on it. But it's definitely heating up my ass because that's which pocket it's in. It's in my back pocket, so it heats up. So hot ass. So they've moved those vehicles out, and it's going to be a dark street, and it's going to be a whole lot of inside stuff now. Hot pockets, yeah. So we're not going to see a whole lot down here, but we know that. We knew that to begin with. We don't want to see everything anyway. They probably got the bodies out while that one was up. So I'm guessing that's what they did, but you never know, guys. It's possible they didn't. Let's see what we can see over here. This is pretty close to where I was at when I was filming earlier. So he's just got his lights on the back of the vehicle on. And they're at the house. Without all the cars here to light it up, there ain't much to see, is there? Yeah, the scanner's here. I haven't heard it. Yeah, it's smoking. I haven't heard the scanner in a little bit. Scanner stopped. What? There we go. Scanner's running again. I don't know why it stopped. Oh, James Freeman had a stream. Dang, missed it. It's not the blue one over there. It's this one here. And the officer's on the porch right now. You can't really see him very well. Let me move in closer, guys. We got these. You got these plants in the way. I can't tell if those are corn stalks. I think they have corn stalks. They're growing out in their front yard. So you can't see him but very well, but he's right there on the porch talking right now. So it could be a yellow house, could be white house with tan trim, but it's hard to say exactly. I should hold courses and seminars. How not to violate people's rights. That won't go over well in some places. You know, attendance would be pretty low in some places. Guarantee it. Yeah, look, it does look white. You actually see it better on the camera than I can see with my naked eyes to see what color it is. But I believe it is white. The White House has competition. Yeah. Yeah. But right here on the sidewalk right here. You were telling me earlier, oh, you can stand right here if you want. There's some bushes right there in between. It's like, or you can't see the house basically. That's why I was back up on this side.
Inside.
You don't know anything about this one? I'll show you guys again.
His name is Chris. Okay, these are another agency here, civilian. I believe he's just a civilian, just a Chris.
So that's what it is. Oh, hey, we got another one. Shit. We got another stringer, guys. And that ain't in focus. There we go. We got another one. What do you guys think? To do out in 2 hours and 20 minutes or 12 minutes. We got another one. It's in Arvada. Fatal hit and run. 77th and 80th Avenue in the Arvada area. The driver fled the scene. Happened about 8:30 p.m. They didn't send out a release until 10:41. So, yeah. Get out of the way.
Heads up, we're just blocking the road. We realized we just had this tape stopping cars,
Yeah,
which isn't very effective at stopping a vehicle.
that is a fact. Oh, there he goes. He's lighting it up over here and you can see it. I'm going to go to another scene. Got another stringer to go to. You guys have fun. We're going to go to the other one and try to make some money, guys.
Good luck, man.
Yep, heading out to Arvada. Alright, we're taking you with you to Arvada. Yeah, bright light, bright light. Hold up the stand so I can carry you. So we're gonna head out to the other one. How far away is Arvada? It's a good distance, but there's lots of time available for the stringer. There's, several hours on the stringer. So I need to accept it on the phone is what I need to do. Hang on, let me accept it. 7777 Indiana Street. Hell of a thing for that. That's Highway 72, Indiana Street. Let me see here how I can get to it. That's 64th. That's what's that lake there? Layden Lake. 86th. I can take highway up for part of it. Alright, we've accepted that one, and I'll get directions on it. Let's see here. I need new cords, I think. Device charging slowly. Alright, it's a 24 minute, 25 minute drive, guys, to the Arvada one. But we got lots of time to get to it. So things should be good for that. So it's a little drive. But we're working. Maybe I'll have another good weekend. Well, good day for
Victim haven't hit.
stringers. Because it's been over a week.
Enderman.
Stringers 10 trout. Yeah. It depends on what kind of stringer you have. If you got a rope stringer, you can have a lot more than that on there. Yeah, you guys knew exactly who I was talking about for that HBO Matt one, didn't you? Stringer is a news assignment. That's how you find a lot of these scenes when it's not, when you don't hear it over the scanner. Alright, let's see here.
Have a phone number.
Let me get you guys situated up on the dash.
720-641-514. Again, 720.
Alright, you're up there on the dash. Let me get you switched over to the fast charger. When we get there, it'll be 100% charge again, so we can continue the stream. Alright, there we go. We're charging you guys up now. And let me get my GPS up. I can do either my GPS or the phone for it. I'm gonna try my GPS instead of the phone. Alright. Actually, let me see here. 24 minutes that way. Crap. Voice command.
Say a command.
Find address.
Speak an address in United States.
7760 Indiana Street, Arvada, Colorado.
Did you say 10760?
Do that one.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Navigate. Alright. It's going to take me the back way out. And then probably on the highway. I don't know. Saying I'm going to get there in 20 something minutes, which is about right. So actually the one street up here is closed, and I got to zigzag through here a different way is what I need to do.
A hazardous road condition was reported on Indiana Street. There are 0 minutes of delay on your route. You are on the fastest route.
I am on the fastest route, guys. You hear that? I think she's lying to me though. She lies a lot. You guys ever notice that? I mean, I've been on the highway, a section of the highway, and it told me to do a U-turn. She's trying to get me killed.
Turn left on East 70th Avenue, then take the first right.
I still have to take the back way from here because Brighton Boulevard over here to my right is closed off, so I had to zigzag through these back streets to get to it like I got here to begin with. Oh yeah, can't turn there. All right, I gotta turn on Birch. All right,
Turn left on Birch Street.
I'm so glad you told me that. Wow. She's not trying to get me killed yet. So we'll trust her for a little bit, right? right near that HR building, and we're right next to Adams
In
County
1/4 mile, turn
dispatching.
left on East 74th Avenue.
You can't see it, but the dispatch tower is right to my right, and it's dark out, so oh, it's to my left. You can see it. Okay, you can see it on there. It is lit up enough. That's the dispatch tower for Adams County Sheriff's Department. All those deals up there. I think everybody's cell phone signal comes off of that one too.
Turn left on East 74th Avenue.
Alright, she's still doing good. She's still not trying to get us killed. Alright, let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. Don't tell me that the entrance to
In
the highway
1/2 mile,
is
take the ramp on the right
closed.
to I-76 West.
Is it? Let me see here. Westbound 74th what? Ramp closed. 916 westbound to westbound 70. Oh man, the ramp's closed. Can't get on the highway from this entrance here.
Take the ramp on the right to I-76 West.
She's gonna flip out when I can't turn. Wow. Alright, we just added some time to it because of that. Because I can't turn on that entrance ramp to get on the highway. It's completely blocked. Them working on it. Yeah, she set me up. That's a fact. Now what do we do? Oh, now it wants me to turn around. See, I know she's trying to get me killed now. She's gonna tell me to turn off of this street and
In
come back
1/2
the other
mile,
way.
turn right on York Street, then take the first right.
She's trying to get me killed, guys.
Turn right on York Street, then take the first right.
I don't remember if I can get on York to go westbound. I don't think I can. I'm gonna go across, let her flip out some more. Calculating. Broadway, take a right.
In 1 1/4 miles, turn right on Broadway.
It's taking me to the entrance on Broadway to go on to 36. Which is fine. It's probably the nearest entrance to the highway to get over there anyway, since that one was closed.
In 1/4 mile, turn right on Broadway, then take the second left.
Yeah, it's taking me on the Highway 36.
Turn right on Broadway, then take the second left. In 1/4 mile, turn left on US 36 West.
She's a pushy one, isn't she?
Turn left on US 36 West.
He wants me to go to Federal.
In 1.5 miles, take the exit on the right to US 287 North. In 1 mile, take the exit on the right to US 287 North, then keep right.
Probably wants me to go across on 84th.
Take the exit on the right to US 287 North, then keep right. North. In 1/2 mile, be in either of the 2 left lanes, then turn left on West 80th Avenue.
80th. Okay, he wants me to go across on 80th. We can do that. And it goes through.
Turn left at the traffic light.
So that one stringer should have sold because of the good footage I got early on. I don't know about this one. We'll find out. Don't go this way. It's a sinkhole. Yeah. Could be. She's trying to kill me, ain't she?
Continue on West 80th Avenue.
I know one of these lanes used to turn up here. A turn only lane. I don't remember which. Guess we'll find out when we get up closer. You know what's nice about working late at night like this? There's hardly any competition for the stringers. People don't want to get out of bed in the middle of the night to go make a buck. So they want to go to bed, get some sleep at night. And I like being out at night for all this stuff. Okay. It's a slower speed limit on the side street, but it's a direct shot at it. So we're arriving at 12:35 because we took this route. What did I say it was before? Did anybody remember? So we're 10 minutes away, roughly, less than 10 minutes. Well, I said 20 minutes, but I said what time we'd arrive there. So we're at Sheridan right now. It's past Wadsworth that we're going to. Going all, but straight shot towards it now. I'm off route according to my directions from the other thing.
The Highway 36 westbound, just past Federal, car Charles Lincoln Robert 523, Charles Lincoln Robert 523.
Highway 36, we were just there at Federal Boulevard, just past Federal Boulevard. Cop got somebody running his plate. Can't stop on the highways anyway to record them. They get highly upset about that if you're not involved with it or have an emergency. Alright, speed limit's gone up to 45. That's a good thing. I think I'm gonna have to get a Twitter account because that's out to them now instead of letting them listen on the scanner like in Denver, so they'll tweet it. Back to the slower speed limit because we're approaching Wadsworth now. 1236 in Knox sounds like a domestic violence case. It's kind of hard to read the chats when I'm driving, but I see somebody's in from California. 1236 arrival. I know my clock on my Jeep's off a little bit. It's 12:28 now. So 2 minutes off on my clock on my Jeep. Good plane, getting closer. Got like 2.1 miles before I have to take a exit, it says. Something to go. Motorcycle came pretty fast behind me.
261, clear all white. Drive 72, myself 264 will be en route to the Oregon.
Party causing problems, District 112 West.
Come on, light. Change already. Jeez.
It's gonna be 182 on East 112, please. Murphy's brother is banging on the door. Get ready, Tapia. 4 people in the home, so getting further.
There's a cop that just went by me flying. Wow. He was moving. He's probably going to that domestic. Who knows? Okay. A few minutes out yet. Not very long.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Oh, it's taking me to the roundabout.
At the roundabout, take the second exit to West 80th Avenue.
It wants me to go straight across. Okay, that's fine. We can do that.
261 will be in contact with you. Copy plate. David King, Mary, 479, David King, Mary,
We got
479.
0.8 miles to Indiana Street, by the way.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left on Indiana Street.
So we're almost there. We're almost on scene. The bad part is I gotta end the stream to do the streamer. So I'll take you up on the scene and see what we can see, which might not be anything there, but I still have to end the stream to do the stringer. So I can start the stream back up after.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on Indiana Street.
More than likely, there's nothing at the scene anyway, because it was hours ago.
Turn left at the traffic light.
But it is money if they buy the footage. So that's what I'm after right now, guys. Make some money.
In 1/2 mile, arrive at 7760 Indiana Street on the left.
The address was 7777, but then the directions say 7760. So it happened on the right, but one of them things. Alright, we're coming up on it.
Arriving at 7760 Indiana Street on the left.
Yeah, as I thought, nothing's here. Absolutely nothing's here. So there's no scene to see. So all I need to do is film the area now and submit it. So I'm gonna end the stream, guys, and then we'll see what happens for the next call. This is a scene for let me see here what they say it was. Come on. All right. Fatal hit and run where the state patrol says a Toyota Highlander SUV struck and killed a cyclist on Indiana Street, between 77th and 80th Avenue in the Arvada area. The driver fled the scene. The state patrol says this happened about 8:30 p.m. So we're talking, 4 hours back. But they didn't send out a release until 10:41 p.m. So if there's no police activity there, just shoot the street scene is what it's saying. And the street scene is going to be dark. I'm going to have to use a flashlight out here to do it. So I'm going to end the stream and take my footage and upload it and find another one to take you guys on. 8:30 at night. Yeah, the sun was about down at 8:30, I suppose. So It's one of them things. The taser versus nuts video, that was in Glendale, Arizona. I think if you look up on YouTube Glendale, Arizona taser, you'd find it. Oh, I got my spotlight. Where's my spotlight at? I gotta find it. I'm hoping it's handy. Come on. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for my flashlight. Come on, where is it? I need a flashlight just to find my flashlight. To find my good flashlight, that is. My better one. Alright, I found it. This one. Which lights up like a spotlight. You guys can't see it too well how far it goes out there, but it goes out pretty good. So I'll light up the road and take video and light up the signs, and that's how it is. So, but to get the footage, I gotta use my good camera for it. You know what I mean?
0314107.
Alright guys, I will be back on. I'm betting. Use my car lights. No, because then I gotta be out there. Actually out on the street lighting it up, and I can't do that to do it. So I'll use my spotlight and light up the street signs and stuff. Let's take a look here. See how dark it is out here, guys? It's like pitch black, and my light can light up the street signs where hopefully they can be read.
3 minutes ago, but she stopped at 2 other places to use the phone. Wasn't able to give a better description other than party wearing a black hoodie and jeans.
Alright.
Extensive history of this female.
Alright guys, thank you for joining this stream, and we'll probably see you again shortly. So I'm betting there'll be another call. That I'll hear. Hopefully it's a good one, like the other one to go to. So I'm just gonna do some work out here and take some footage, get it submitted. You guys can always donate to my PayPal too, if you'd like, help with gas and stuff. So that's always appreciated, because I use a lot of gas doing this stuff, and I don't always get a stringer sold when I'm out here doing it. So let's get the camera set up for the sign. A little bit better, more. Come on. There we go. There we go. Oh, let me, I gotta be able to get both of them on there. There we are. Alright. Okay guys, thank you for joining. Well, when you're out protesting and everything else, it doesn't pay very well, no. I'll see you guys in a bit, I'm guessing. So, stay tuned. I'll have notifications so you guys will know when I'm live again. And those that aren't coming back, thank you for joining.
Copy.